In today's MLB recap, we're going to see the longest home run of 2024 in the same game that Elly Cruz hit not just one, not two, not three, but 4 extra base hits in one game. The White Sox got to an early lead against the A's, and they're trying to keep that because if they do, they will avoid losing 21 games in a row. All-Star Game MVP Jarren Duran will not stop producing like a top 10 player in baseball, and this rookie shortstop for the Giants, Tyler Fitzgerald, he's been a top 5 player in baseball for the last month. So we're going to break all of that down and more in today's MLB recap. And don't forget, Recap is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use code Fuzzy to save 20 bucks off all of your tickets. And if you like daily fantasy sports, don't forget to download Underdog Fantasy using my code Fuzzy. They'll give you a $250 bonus cash credit and a free pick'em on me. Don't miss out. Freddie Freeman is back. He almost missed 10 games because he was attending to his family. His son Max was in the ER with some complications, and I don't exactly remember what exactly was going on, but I'm happy to report that Max is out of the hospital and doing much better. We're going to skip to the second inning. Andy Pies made an error in center field. Glasnow took his sweet time on this throw, and my friend Bryson Stott was able to beat it out. And Castellanos, he scores on the throw. We have another Philly run on a throw, this time on a wild pitch from Tyler Glasnow. Stott, he scores on that one. Andy Pages really wanted to make up for the error earlier, so he doubled to left field. Hayward, he can jog on home, and he ended up at third base for Ohtani, who tied it with a sac fly. Oh no. 2 of Nola's last 4 starts, he's allowed 4 earned runs. Teoscar Hernandez hit a screaming, no doubt, 2-run home run, his 24th of the season. He's been so good for them. Now, later in the third, Freddie, he singled, and Harper's giving him a big old hug because Harper, he's a father of 3 now. He knows how it goes, and it's still crazy to me that Bryce Harper is 31 years old in year 13, and he's a father of 3. To me, he's still the chosen one on the cover of ESPN at 16 years old. Anyway, look at this insane web gem attempt from Jason Hayward. I don't know if he thought that he was Michael Jordan in Space Jam. He had a extendo rubber arm, or he thought he had Super Dive on or MW2 Commando on. So Schwarber's on, and Harper, he snaked one to left field. Glasnow's not happy, and Bohm, he grounded out to score Schwarber, so it's a 1-run game. Just kidding. It's back to a 2-run game. The Unicorn Ohtani, his 34th home run. And again, he missed first base, so he had to go back and tag it. But yes, he's got 34 home runs. Daniel Hudson, I think he's the new closer for the Dodgers. Then again, they use 8 different guys as a closer. He has 8 saves, a 1.7 ERA. They have won 3 games in a row, and they have 66 wins, which is tied for second most in baseball. From a team that has 66 wins to a team that might be losing 21 games in a row, it's official. I'm going to spoil it right now. The White Sox, they lost this game. Rookie Kai Busch, he could not stop the bleeding at 20 wins. He walked a ton, 5 walks over 4 innings, and that really came back to bite him. Tyler Nevin had a sac fly, so I guess I lied in the intro. I thought that they were winning. Kai Busch did paint 93 versus Zach Geloff for his first career punch out, and he's off the hook now. Andrew Benintendi, he tied it at 1, and again, I don't really know what else to say about this game. The A's just kind of ran away with it. J.J. Bleday, that was their first base hit of the game, by the way. So a weird start because Kai Busch was nasty, but he was also walking everyone. Bleday now has 32 doubles. He's on pace for 46. He started walking guys again, talking about Kai Busch. Max Schumann delivered 2 more runs score. Lawrence Butler, he got the night off versus a lefty. He was called in for a pinch hitter, and he's got 13 home runs now. The A's have dudes everywhere. Schumann drove in 2 earlier, and then he made a crazy play in foul territory. He held on to the catch. JP Sears, he was great again. He goes 7 innings. I think he had 2 strikeouts in that 7th inning. Back-to-back beauties from JP Sears, and now they're doing a close-up on the White Sox dugout. That's my boy Grady Sizemore. He is a White Sox bench coach, and that's 21 consecutive L's in a row. My guy has had to watch. Poor Miguel Vargas. He was traded from the Dodgers to a team with 27 wins, and that team has now lost 21 in a row, and they're on pace to maybe be the worst team ever. My heart goes out to that guy. This next game came down to 1 swing, not this swing, but Breggy Bombs are in fact back. That's his 15th home run. He has a 102 OPS plus. If he can go off for the next month or 2, his final season stats can look a whole lot better. Now the Rangers did answer with a Leody Taveras sac fly, and the Rangers loaded them up versus Heaney. So in comes Big Country Andrew Chafin. They got him from the Tigers at the deadline. Down goes Mauricio Dubon. That's a big strikeout for Big Country, and an even bigger strikeout. Chafin strikes out 2 in a row to end the threat. And sorry for the quick skip, but the Astros, they also loaded them up, and Josh Young, he couldn't get anyone out. I don't know if Jeremy Pena speed rushed him. He thought there's no chance I get him at first base. He tried to go home. It's 2-1 Houston. Meeting on the mound for the Astros. Like, what's the plan for Seager? But maybe they weren't talking ball. Maybe they were talking about the Black Ops 6 leaks and forgot to game plan for one of the game's most lethal hitters. That's Cordy's 23rd home run. That sends this game to extras, and after Yainer Diaz got hit by a pitch, Kirby Yates hit another guy. Jeremy Pena hit a ball maybe 4 miles an hour earlier. He got an RBI. Now he got hit by a pitch, another free RBI. The Astros are up again, and they got one more meeting on the mound. They're trying to figure out how should we pitch to Josh Smith. And again, it didn't work. Josh Smith with the swing of his life, lefty-lefty, a walk-off tank versus the division rival Astros. He's got 12 home runs, a 130 OPS plus. The Astros, they've lost 3 games in a row. The Rangers are now 3.5 games back of Houston for second place in the West. That's the only hope of them making the playoffs, in my opinion, because the Rangers are 8.5 games back of a wild card. They're not going to catch the Royals, the Twins, the Guardians, the Red Sox. So yeah, if they want to make the playoffs, they probably have to win the AL West and overcome the Mariners and the Astros. This game had all of the crazy home run action. Elly De La Cruz had 2 home runs, and also we saw the longest home run of the entirety of 2024. Elly, there's his first one. He clobbered a 2-run no-doubter, 2 batters into the game, skipping to the 4th. Do not let Noelvi Marte get hot. Like, I don't know if the Reds are going to make the playoffs, but if they do, it's probably because Noelvi got... Wait, did Jesus rob that? Yeah, we're going to go to replay because it hit the tip of his glove. I got confused for a second. That's Noelvi's first hit of August, and do you guys see that? I mean, I see London, but you guys might be seeing France. Sorry. Ty France, he's a Red now. So many new faces across the league. Just they traded new teams. Nick Martinez, he was lights out, carving his way to a tune of 5 scoreless, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. He's allowed 1 earned run with 18 strikeouts over his last 17 games. So he's out the game, and to me, this should have counted as 2 runs. Jesus Sanchez went 480 feet. I used to call him the man who rakes before Spencer Steer kind of ripped that title away from him. That is the longest home run of 2024, his 13th of the season. We have some more Jesus Sanchez and Elly De La Cruz action. Jesus, he smoked the ball, but Elly's cat-like reflexes allowed him to grab it and turn 2. And speaking of 2s, Elly doubled after the home run in the first inning. He doubled again, so back-to-back 2 bases. Then he hit his second home run, 430 feet, so he had 4 extra base hits in 1 game. He's got 24 doubles, 20 home runs, 57 stolen bases, a 131 OPS plus, 11 outs above average. You can lose your breath talking about Elly's stats, and he's not even a top 3 MVP guy because you got Harper, Shohei Ohtani, Ketel Marte. This league is absolutely stacked with talent. The Reds got to 10 runs after Jake Fraley doubled in a few more, as the Reds are 8.5 games back of first place, but they're within 6.5 games of a wild card spot. If Noelvi Marte gets hot and Andrew Abbott and the staff locks in, the Reds could make a sneaky little push. So I love my Guardians, right? But I'm slightly worried, not because I don't think we have a good team, but I'm afraid of what the Twins and the Royals can do over the next few weeks, especially when the Twins are getting insane starts from rookies. We'll talk about that in a moment. Arizona, they're making some noise, so we got to go back to this game. Ketel Marte and Gabriel Moreno go back-to-back. Ketel's up to 28 home runs and a 300 batting average. Gabriel Moreno is hitting nearly 350 his last 26 games, and the crazy part is Logan Allen got smoked by a comebacker, like full-blown dome shot, and it kind of fixed them. He went 4 scoreless with just 2 base hits after that. Cleveland, they answer with a few RBIs. J. Ram and Josh Naylor, they make it 2-2. Logan took another comebacker off the body. He might be made of metal, and that really had to hurt, and this has to hurt as well. Moreno, he strained his groin. He might be missing some time. Bo Naylor, he was able to give Cleveland a lead for 2 seconds when Eugenio Suarez doubled to tie it. McCarthy scores. Arizona, they make it 4-3 on a Perdomo fielder's choice, but we don't have time to show that because Jock Peterson, he's staring at a baseball. Like, when you're staring at it, you know you matched it. He hit a mistake rainbow curveball for a 2-run home run. He's got 18 home runs, but 11 home runs and 28 RBIs his last 100 at-bats, which is insane. Now, the Diamondbacks, they've replaced Paul Sewald with Zach Thompson as their closer. Now Zach Thompson is channeling his inner Paul Sewald. He's blowing games. Bo Naylor, he triples, and now he's scoring the game-tying run on Daniel Schneeman's sac fly. So to extras we go. Lane Thomas, he makes the sliding catch. He's got a cannon, but Corbin, he's too fast. He scores, and Justin Martinez, he's too nasty. 2 strikeouts for the 23-year-old, his second career save. I'd probably go Justin Martinez as the closer. He's that nasty. Arizona, they're 8-2 of their last 10. Twins fans got to be feeling great right now. They're throwing a party because their 5-game win streak has propelled them to just 3.5 games back of the Guardians and first place. Rookie David Festa, he was as dirty as it gets. More on him in just a second because it's crazy that PCA Pete Crow Armstrong even made this a somewhat close play at home. Royce, he secures the lead with the sac fly, and wait, the Cubs outfielders lost it in the lights. It's all good, though, because Matt Wallner was jogging. He only turned it on once the ball dropped. He's out at home plate. Manuel Margot, did he get it? He did. He had 4 RBIs his first 31 games and a 160 batting average. He's almost hitting 280 with 22 RBIs since. the rookie David Festa, like I've said a couple times, he was disgusting. Look at his pitch mix. When you could throw a 90-mile-per-hour changeup, a 96 to 97-mile-per-hour fastball, you have a slider in your back pocket. I can see why you go 5 scoreless with 9 strikeouts, only 2 base hits. He allowed 12 runs his first 2 starts. He's allowed 3 earned runs his last 14 innings. He's been very, very good. Yohan Duran was tasked with the 8th inning. He got the final out in the 8th with 100 miles an hour with movement because he's disgusting. The Twins got one more. Wallner and Kepler, they lay some base hits. Jeffers, no RBI, but a run does score on that double play. Griffin Jacks, he's been insane. A 2 ERA with 8 saves on the season. And if you're a Twins fan, let me know in the comments because I don't track every single game that closely. Is he the new guy going forward? Has he replaced Yohan Duran? I don't think he has. The Twins, they're 15 games over 500. Things are not only getting tight in the AL Central, but the AL wildcard as well. Boston, they have a tough task facing the Royals at home, and Kansas City is 14 games over 500, and Bobby Witt Jr. is Rogers, Hornsby, and Kaufman. Whoa, David Hamilton, he just grabbed the early lead. Lots of contact early versus Brady Singer. Duran, he added one more with an RBI chopper. When Bobby Witt Jr. got one through everything, he's sitting over 400 at home. Now, the Royals, they tied it, and they're about to add another, maybe, Ceddanne Rafaela. That was a weird route, I'm not going to lie, but he made it for it. Ceddanne, he then clutched up with the bat. He blooped one in. He got to second base, and Jarren Duran jolted one down the line. He's on pace. I'm getting hyped up right now for 51 doubles, 20 home runs, 39 stolen bases, a near 8 F4 season. He is quite literally Grady Sizemore 2.0. I'm so happy that he's breaking out. Connor Wong, he bounced a double down the line and scores 1. Devers, he was held, but he then scored on a wild pitch. This Boston team destroys lefties. Romy Gonzalez went, 452 feet. Oh my, that was an absolute moonshot. The Royals, they try to make a comeback. Vinny hit his 16th home run, but Boston is now just 1.5 game back of the Royals for the 3rd and final wildcard spot. The Mets are also 1.5 game back of a wildcard spot because the Cardinals offense has gone ice cold the last few days. They're losing ground fast as Pete, he sprinted home on a wild pitch. JD Martinez thought he had a base hit, but Victor Martinez, he laid out for the web gem. Between him and Michael Ciani, some of the best center field defense I've seen in quite some time, honestly, between 2 different guys. We're in the 5th inning now, and the former Redbird Harrison Bader, he laced an RBI double to left field, and the Mets, they ended up loading the bases. Tyrone Taylor, he's been very good lately. That is a base clearing 2-bagger. He's sitting .315 over the last 2 weeks. Jeff McNeil, where was this power in the first half? His second half power surge continued, and it's really weird to see that many empty seats in St. Louis. Like, I know it was a day game and there was a lot of people at work, but also St. Louis fans are not stupid. Please go get an actual pitching staff this offseason. Sean Manaea, he's been unreal. Double-digit strikeouts in back-to-back starts. The start prior, he had 11 strikeouts over 7 scoreless, and this one only 10 strikeouts, but 7 scoreless again. No walks, by the way, in this one. The Mets, like I said, they're 1.5 games back of the Padres for that final wildcard spot. San Francisco is now forcing people to not count them out and realize that they could actually make a little run as well. They've been very good the last week or so, and Tyler Fitzgerald, he's been a top 5 player for the last month. He's got 12 home runs already after hitting the first pitch of the game out for a home run. He's got 11 home runs his last 17 games. I think that might be a first for a rookie. I'm just guessing. Logan Webb was fresh off a complete game shutout, and he was really good early, unlike Patrick Corbin, who was straight up pickpocketing the Nationals. Like, you know that one girl on TikTok, like pickpocket? She's got to scream that at Patrick Corbin because he's stealing. Matt Chapman now has 18 home runs and a 122 OPS plus. He's also scored 78 times. Patrick Corbin has an almost 6 ERA. Logan was through 5 scoreless, and Gerard Encarnacion, he helped out with a sick play in right field. He robs Juan Yepes of a base hit. Now, Webb did allow a run after walking a guy and a 13-pitch at bat. James Wood, he muscled one to right field. He's hitting .406 with 8 RBIs and a .513 on base his last 9 games, so the rookie is figuring it out slowly but surely. Webb, he's out after 5 2/3, but Ryan Walker and the San Francisco bullpen, they held on to the lead, and this was fun. Taylor Rogers, he struck out 2 in the 8th inning, and then his twin brother, Trevor Rogers, finished it off. That's so dang cool. Camilo Doval struck out all 3 Nationals that he faced. He's got 21 saves. The Giants are officially back to a .500 record, and they're 8-2 over their last 10 games. So that does it for today's recap. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a huge favor, leave a like, send to a friend if you want them to stay up to date on the game of baseball, subscribe if you're brand new, and enjoy the web gems.
Renfroe skies this one to left. Duran goes back onto the track and it makes
a month or so. 1-2 pitch is sent into center. Jake Myers
to the minor leagues. Like Elsinore, fly ball short left and a dot.
Ground ball, another test for Dubon, another backhand play, almost identical.
Sixth. Will Smith hits one on one hop, flag down by a diving Bryson Stott. He makes the play over to first.